We don't care what you stick where, but we're not paying for it. Comprende? Mojo 50.
Good evening, people. It's Saturday evening. Gathered a few friends together. We're going to talk a little bit about the suicide of one Jeffrey Epstein. Allegedly. It's a little suspicious. I'm not sure what I think about that. There's a first article. Before we get into that, let's introduce the panel. We have the Bells of Liberty joining us tonight. We have Rocky, Jaina, Sammy. And then we have my partners from the Off Track crew, Whiskey Six and Rusty Lugnuts. Suspicious to say the least. All right. So first, I found on the web today a list that Jeremy Hansen ran down and then some the other day. If you go back into the archives, it was probably about 2 weeks ago on a Monday, I think it was. He did a really in-depth segment on the Clinton kill list. Or alleged kill list, sorry. They haven't been convicted of anything. So, there's about 46 people on this list, and I put it out on my Facebook page. We'll start with number one, or the first suspected Arkansas sighting. James McDougal. He was one of the convicted Whitewater partners and a key witness in Ken Starr's investigation, which was during the Clinton impeachment period. He died of a heart attack, very suspiciously, while in federal custody. Anybody else believing? We have Vince. It does sound shady. We have Vince Foster. He was a former White House counsel and colleague of Hillary Clinton in Little Rock. He died of committing suicide by 2 shots to the back of the head. Was it reported on CNN? Because I think 1 shot to the back of the head is probably challenging enough, even if there weren't 2. I think it's going to be a lot like the JFK assassination. That's probably true. Wait a minute. If you do the reenactment, do you get added to the list? For the record, I'm really in favor of Hillary Clinton. She's a wonderful lady, and I have no information about her.
You are fake news.
I know, right? Now I'm in the newsroom. That's true. That's true.
That's
All right. Apparently, I pulled a goofball here, and I left something muted from last evening because I didn't need it during the off-track show. I apologize to anybody that's actually listening and didn't hear these lovely ladies or Rusty.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
Whoops,
Rusty's not a lovely
Rusty.
lady. Oh, I think you're lovely, Rusty.
I think you're swell, Rusty.
As long as you have pants on.
Yes, preferably.
Yes.
Oh, I was supposed to keep my pants on? Damn it.
Yes, there's
Whoa.
ladies.
Yes.
There's ladies present. Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So we've been muted this whole time, Chris?
No. Well, yeah, they couldn't
Oh.
hear you either. Sorry about that, Rusty. So I probably
Oh,
sounded really
okay.
dumb commenting on the stuff you were reading.
Well, we were just practicing our mime routine.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go back since nobody else
Yeah,
has,
go back, buddy. Start over.
Okay, so President Trump has added fuel to the conspiracy theories surrounding Epstein's apparent suicide on Saturday when he retweeted a post that implied former President Bill Clinton was linked to Epstein's death.
The Orange Man is bad.
Orange Man bad.
Yeah, well, I was wondering when that was going to happen, when people were going to say somehow this was Trump, that there isn't like 1,000 other people that are probably or would probably be completely KO'd with all of this information coming out. But I figured it was going to be Trump. It's totally Trump.
No,
All
they've
Trump.
definitely said this is very Putin-esque. This is more
Yes.
Putin style, and so therefore it was Trump's
Well,
administration because Russia.
I mean, it is all real shady looking, if nothing else. I mean, the tweet that he retweeted was from self-described comedian Terrence K. Williams. Anybody heard of him?
I have.
Oh, yes, I know who that is. Yeah.
Okay, who he echoed many on social media and suggesting a connection between the Clintons and Epstein. So I don't know. It said his tweet said died of suicide on a 24/7 suicide watch. Yeah, right. How does that happen?
Well, that's
And I
because
guess,
the suicide watch was
you know.
canceled. I mean, he tried committing suicide 2 weeks ago, but apparently he was feeling much better after the lawsuit got released yesterday.
But I just find it curious because they take him off, and what do? They put him in the suicide room. It's like, here you go. We're going to put you in this room, and we're going to give you all of these tools to choose from so that you can commit suicide.
Yeah, I mean,
There was also a camera malfunction. There's no video recording.
Of course.
Well, and
why
also,
would there be?
I guess there was also a report that 2 guards that were supposed to be with him that night were told to leave like 3 hours early because of some maintenance thing going on. So I just find it, I mean, I know that there's going to be conspiracy theories, and Sammy's already been working on the tinfoil hats. We'll have them available soon for purchase. But I just find it odd that all of these things are kind of like lining up. And do they honestly think we're that dumb that even if he did kill himself, that we wouldn't maybe think that there was a reason he was allowed to kill himself, that someone was just like, yep, make it happen?
right.
I don't know.
What did you say you saw trending on Twitter this morning, Sammy?
Clinton body count was the number one thing trending on Twitter when I woke up this morning. So, yeah.
It's a real
man.
thing. It's not a joke anymore.
But then the
Um,
Rolling Stone article that I read, I got to read the last paragraph of it because it made me laugh. I liked it. And of course, since this is the Trump administration, today's news was today's news prompted one government official in promoting a baseless conspiracy theory connecting the Clintons with Epstein's death.
Oh, the Clintons had their hands and fingers and everything on everyone. So, I had mentioned earlier, the fact that there's always been rumors of connections between the Clintons and Epstein. It only becomes a natural progression that this is where it was going to end up. Like, even once Epstein was apprehended and sent to jail, someone started a countdown clock somewhere as to how long it was going to take for Jeffrey Epstein to not wake up the next day or suffer a very, very serious accident in a shower in an off-site area of the prison where he's at. Because that's how the Clintons operate, as underhanded as they can get.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
It's true. It's true.
It's true.
So, on Saturday, Trump's Justice Department announced it would pursue an investigation into Epstein's death. Attorney General William Barr said, I was appalled to learn that Jeffrey Epstein was found dead early this morning from an apparent suicide while in federal custody. Mr. Epstein's death requires raises serious questions that must be answered. In addition to the FBI investigation, I have consulted with the Inspector General, who is opening an investigation into the circumstances of Epstein's death. So.
So what I have been busy all day long. So what exactly were the circumstances? Like how exactly did I all I know is that he hanged himself. That's all I know, right? So are there any more details as to what exactly happened?
I read one article that said hanged and one article that said he had a heart attack.
Well, how can you have a heart attack and call it suicide?
You know what? It's very, very stressful. You could stress yourself to death.
It could happen, I guess.
I'm sure. If the Clintons are involved, you are going to stress yourself to death.
That's true. I know he was taken off of suicide watch, and I don't know a lot about prison, thankfully. Never been, never will. I don't really know all about that, but I know. I take it as a good thing. My mom has always said that her finest and most proudest parenting moment was when I told her I didn't know where the police station was when I had to go there for a training. So, I'm still good. Like that. But my thought is even if you're in there for like a slap on the wrist for doing something, don't they take everything away from you that you could potentially use as a weapon on yourself or someone else?
Yeah.
So how is it that he even had access to anything that he could potentially hang himself with?
When I read that while he was on suicide watch, they didn't even allow him to have pants that were long enough to be used as a noose. He couldn't have a blanket. They took out everything from his room. And this is the first suicide at this facility.
Right.
He tried to kill himself at this facility 2 weeks ago.
Right. And he just got off of suicide watch, and you're telling me they gave him all of his stuff back, immediately? I don't feel like that works that way. But again,
yeah, you would have thought that they would have restricted his access and still be not as heavily supervised as you would be when you're under suicide watch, but at least have someone kind of keep an eye on you. You know.
And the video cameras should have caught something.
But
now,
when they're malfunctioning, it's difficult.
That's
yes,
true.
how convenient that they
I know I've watched a lot of TV movies. What are the chances that he's not dead and they're doing this to protect him till he can testify?
Like a witness protection program kind of thing?
Right. So, wouldn't there all these would the court proceedings just quit if he dies? Or do they still carry out any sort of court proceedings? Or
civil suits are still being brought against his estate that I read. The lawyer for the victims they're still going ahead in their lawsuits. So.
Well, and they still have the names of the people. I'm assuming if he spilled beans on anybody, they would still be going after them. So
right.
I don't think it would stop in its entirety. But there are already people who think that the body that they wheeled out, because there were some pictures, some people were commenting that they were still performing CPR and some form of first aid to get him to the hospital, even though he was apparently cold to the touch. So people were commenting, well, why would they even bother with that? And then 2 were like commenting that it didn't even look like him with the little bit of picture that they had. So again, tinfoil hats will be available shortly, but they're already commenting that it doesn't look like him. The nose wasn't right, the ears aren't right, so maybe it wasn't him at all, and they've just, they found some hobo on the street that kind of looked like him, and he got to pay the price while Epstein's,
a paid actor was
flying to somewhere he
utilized
can't
to
be, extradited from.
Well, if everybody remembers in the documentary Stranger Things,
True. Okay.
where the little boy was, they stuck a dummy in there full of cotton. The government did. So, I mean,
You're not saying. You're just saying.
I'm just saying.
Bonner's not actually dead, because we never got to see his body. So
Zig's wife really loves your theory, Rusty, that he got wheeled out and he's in protective custody now. I kind of like where Jaina was going, that this man's rich enough that he bought off a couple of guards and he's on his way to a private island.
I mean, they've been commenting that he doesn't. Obviously, he's got money everywhere because no one can track his investments. They don't know where the money came from legally. So I think he's got enough on anybody that if he pulled the right strings, I'm not saying that's what happened. I personally do think. If they did put him into witness protection, that's one thing. I don't think he's not dead because I think we were all half-heartedly joking that he wasn't long for this world when he was arrested the second time. So I don't know how I feel about that, but he does have the money, so maybe.
Yeah, I wasn't joking about it much at all when he got arrested. There were a number of memes, I believe, if you go back and look at my Facebook, that I'm going to have to sanitize because I believe the Clintons are innocent.
And she's a very nice lady and doesn't
very
throw
nice
things
lady
and just
and-
wants to spend time with her grandson.
Right,
She's
and
very
yoga
nice.
pants.
Yes.
Do yoga and plan weddings, wiping things off with cloths. She does. She's a clean freak.
bleaches a lot of stuff, right?
That's right. Did
somebody joke on Twitter? It was like, oh, did she smother him with like a cloth or something?
Yeah. Not yet, but that meme is now going to be made. Zig will be on that in a minute.
Yeah. So if you were surprised about Jeffrey Epstein's suicide this morning, imagine how he felt.
Well, he's unavailable for comments.
Honestly, I don't think he was surprised either.
No.
I think he probably was
probably
like,
not.
Took you long enough.
The protective custody idea is interesting, though. He's got dirt on a lot of really powerful people.
Right.
And that's the thing. I'm pretty sure that the investigations will continue, and more information will be coming out and names will be revealed. I just don't think it will be as many or perhaps as controversial as they were thought to be had he been alive.
It's going to be the underlings. It's going to be the people who can easily be thrown under a bus.
It's going to be the little people. The big names are going to stay out, which is what adds to the shadiness.
Maybe they only have a couple million.
The 4 interns at the processing facility in Cleveland?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure whoever facilitated the suicide would rather have had it be like implicated in that than be implicated as a pedophile. That's just what I think.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing when I was thinking about this. Is like, well, at least they'd only be going down for murder, and they could probably pull enough strings or pay enough people off that they wouldn't even see jail time, or it wouldn't be that much. But if it's child porn or pedophilia, then for sure they're never going to see the light of day again, which they should. And I mean, I'm not sad that he's gone, to be honest, but at the same time.
No, let's be clear here. Nobody in this room is sad that Jeffrey Epstein is dead.
Yeah. Bummer.
I'm
One
not
less
sad about that.
freak in the world.
Yeah,
but I would have liked him to take a few more freaks with him. Because
I would like to have seen him face some
about
justice and let his victims get their day and watch him suffer and receive his sentence.
For sure.
He was going to be more valuable to everybody, including the victims. It was going to be much better for him to stay alive, and face his accusers and have people have that sense of closure in it's something that they didn't have the opportunity to have. And now that opportunity's been
taken away from them. I don't know if that's the word that I want to use because we still don't know.
But not by Hillary Clinton.
But not
she's
yet.
A very nice
no.
lady.
I mean, I
Well-
don't know. I guess we're going to find out, as more information goes by. I'm hoping that this doesn't get swept under the carpet like it always happens on the mainstream media, where some new event or some new bomb is going to, show up, and this is going to be swept under the carpet, and
Yeah.
everybody's going to forget about it.
Well, Waffle was asking on MeWe, how long do you think it's going to take before there's another shooting or some other catastrophe that's going to completely overshadow this whole thing?
I mean, the Friday news dump is real.
Yes.
Just to be very honest.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So something's going to happen Monday that no one's going to be talking about this. Well, we'll still be talking about it.
But y'all said
Yeah.
something that kind of concerns me, that that the little people are gonna take the fall. There's gonna be midgets in trouble.
No, Rusty, that's
I'm-
not the midgets.
No, not
No.
midgets, Rusty.
Not midgets.
Okay.
I know that
I'm-
Rusty has
Yeah.
genuine concern for the midgets.
Well, yeah. I
Don't
mean,
stress yourself into suicide, Rusty.
Zig
It's not
is
about-
very
No.
concerned that we've missed a lot of bells. There you go, Zig. Sorry.
yeah, probably.
We are
Well,
the bells.
Yeah, I was going to say there's like 3 of them.
We are the bells, so there's no bells missed. All
don't-
3 of us are here.
Exactly.
They're just not dingy.
No.
No, absolutely not. Well, except for that one chick. I'll let y'all figure out who that is.
Oh no.
We don't let her join in that often.
No.
And Zig's wife says, "Oh my God, I have to start watching you people a lot more often." Yes, you do. All of us.
Yes.
You should.
And share.
Yeah.
Like and share. Like
Join
and
us.
share.
Hit those buttons. Hit those buttons, please.
Start watch
Courtney
parties.
Shelley on
You know
the
you
Bells
want
page
to.
says, "Side note, Rocky, you are looking good."
Oh, so Courtney used to be a bell, actually. She used to be one of the bells.
Courtney was one of the original bells.
Nice.
Yes, she was.
Hi, Courtney.
Yep.
Hi,
Yes,
Courtney.
Hi, Courtney. Oh, yeah, one of the...
Well, she obviously is watching because, well, I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows that everybody who's watching is here to see you, Rusty.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You sexy, sexy beast. How could they stay away?
N7 Honey over on the Facebook, or I'm sorry, the YouTube stream says, "Follow the." No, Diane Morgan says, "Follow the money." N7 Honey says, "I say a white supremacist shooting, probably Monday."
Something.
Well,
Whatever
the weekend,
it's
the
going to be
weekend's
big.
not
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I mean, there is always tomorrow.
Yeah,
Just
they will be
something to
distracting
get our
from it
minds
and
off
quick.
of it.
I think isn't there a song that like the guns will come out tomorrow. Oh no, wait.
No,
that's
I don't think that's it.
That's not how it goes.
That's
but
not how that.
we're
Okay.
going with this.
Yeah, I think you're paraphrasing a little.
Okay.
No.
Dang it.
No, they'll probably force Walmart to stop like selling guns or something, or they're already boycotting them over the whole video game thing. So I'm sure they'll make a big deal out of something that's not really that big of a deal, so that we're not.
There's a lot of traffic at Walmart today, so I don't know how that's going to work. But
Yeah.
hey, what do I know?
Does the Walmart in your area sell guns? I thought they didn't sell ammo, so why would they sell guns?
They don't sell guns, but they do sell BB guns and what is it, airsoft guns? Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
So but actual guns, no.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a state
We're
thing.
busy for that then.
We
Yeah,
have,
no, I don't know if it's a state thing or I don't know.
On that list of people who died suspiciously,
Mm.
the last 11 of them are bodyguards of the Clintons.
Probably because they saw stuff they weren't supposed
Who
to.
knows them better than their own bodyguards?
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
They're the
So
ones
the
that.
one who admitted that Hillary was stealing all the cutlery from the White House.
I mean,
Ah.
it's
W is
terrible,
the
but yeah,
keyboard.
it's probably true. Or
Yeah.
saw her wiping down the server with a cloth.
That's
Mm.
true. Well, people, this was just our little thoughts on the Epstein suicide,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
But not by Hillary Clinton, because she's a very
No,
nice
she's a
lady.
very wonderful
No,
person.
not
We
at
all
all.
love her very much.
Not at all. I'm waiting for her to post like recipes of her cookies so that I can make Hillary Clinton cookies for my next party.
Yeah, I think she's probably working on her next cookbook, and that will be released
Oh
shortly.
my gosh, that'll be fantastic! If she has a
Cyanide brownies! I'm so excited!
Listen, if Hillary Clinton writes a book with recipes for Instapot and slow cookers, I am so there. Here's
And Sammy's
my
making the
$20,
tinfoil
Hillary
hats,
Clinton.
so those will be available
Sammy is,
on
yes. We'll put them up on our merch page.
the Bell's merchandise page.
absolutely,
These
yeah.
tinfoil hats, they
Yep.
will protect you
Yep.
from the crazy.
And Hillary Clinton's cookbook too, just in case.
That too. Yeah,
Okay.
just in case.
We
Can
gotta
I
make
get a-
sure. We gotta make sure
can
that
I
we
get
pay
a-
our dues.
A tinfoil hat cover. I think that would look pretty good. It's just all tinfoil.
We'll do it on the inside so it doesn't have to ruin your hat. How about that? The aesthetic of your hat.
Okay.
Because
You don't
It'll
want it to
still
look
protect
like
you.
a dunce cap, Rusty.
Because
It'll
if
still
they,
protect. Okay.
yeah, if they don't know you're protecting yourself, then that's better.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like concealed carry, but for tinfoil hats. And you don't need a license.
That's an
permit.
interesting thought. I like that.
Yeah.
Or
All
just
right,
full
ladies and
ID.
gentlemen, the Bells of Liberty, thanks for joining us this evening. They are 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday afternoons on Mojo 50 Radio, iHeartRadio, Spreaker. Go find them. Check them out. They had a great show today. I really enjoyed listening to it. And then
thank
Rusty
you.
and myself, Off Track with Whiskey 6, Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, on Mojo 50 and the other same places.
It was like that guy that had the kid come in like da da da
Yes.
birthday. Wasn't he on CNN? You could make a gif out of that. You could be
We are
like,
broadcast professionals here, I tell you. Broadcast
We are.
radio
we are kid
aluminum.
friendly most of the time. Yes.
And then for more
Oh.
information, just like I said right near the beginning of the show, on the Clinton kill list, check out Jeremy Hansen on Mojo 50, iHeartRadio, Spreaker. If you go look him up, Unleash Nation, probably about 2 weeks ago on a Monday, I believe it was. He did a rundown on that entire list of alleged victims of the Clintons.
But not
And then-
Hillary Clinton, because she's a very nice lady.
No, it wasn't Hillary Clinton. She's a very nice person.
It's someone else whose last name happens to be Clinton, because there's so many of them.
It's a very distant,
Bill!
like, third cousin, twice removed, inbred, and other.
Right, not
yeah,
the not the Clintons
Clinton
that
we
you
don't
know.
talk about.
No, different kind of Clintons.
Yeah, different.
Completely different people.
Mhm.
Completely different people. They
Mhm.
live out,
Mhm,
out
mhm.
west,
Yes, not
west of here.
not here. So
No,
Yeah, way
we're with
west.
them. Way
Way
west.
west.
practically in the
West,
ocean. Like
Jada, get out of my head.
get out of my brain! Stop it!
All right, let's wrap this thing up.
All right, we're going to wrap this thing up here. We got a little bit of exit music, and thanks for joining us. It's been fun. We shall chat with you later on. We're going to do some more of these cross-show get-togethers so that we can introduce everybody to the world. And then we're going to take over and leave you alone because we're libertarians.
It's true.
That's so
Exactly.
Mind your own business.